Hello everyone and welcome to Gardening with Ben, and this is my tour video of my allotment for the end of August. It's August the 30th today and we're down here on the allotment and we're going to give you a tour of my allotment. Now I know I've not been keeping up to date with all the videos on YouTube as it's something that I'm not really concentrated on much at the moment, but I need to get pumping them videos back out again for you all to watch, as I know I've got quite a lot of subscribers, so it's good to keep you all up to date with what I'm doing on my plot. I do a lot of live videos on my Facebook page. If you're not following me on Facebook, check out the Gardening with Ben on Facebook and you'll be able to see all my live videos as well, what I do on there as well, and my live streams. So those that have been following me for a while, you've not come to a new channel. It is called Gardening with Ben now, not the Yorkshire Gardener. I've changed the name as Yorkshire was more specific to an area, and I've got quite a big following all over the world now. So I wanted something a bit more global and something a bit more personal as well, really, so that people could call me by my name as well, not the Yorkshire Gardener. People like to call me by Ben, so it's good to be a bit more personal and you'll be able to call me by my name. So yeah, it's now called Gardening with Ben. So let's have a look around the plot and show you what's growing and what's not growing, and show you how my new area is getting on, what I've been starting. I don't think I've shown you on YouTube what I've started doing, so it's good to show you how I'm getting on and how it's looking. And I'm quite pleased with how it's coming along at the moment. So it's a very tough project. It's an area of ground that I've never done any work on while I've had the plot for the 16 years that I've had it. It's just been a dumping area for wood, rubbish, bricks, everything really. You name it, it's up there. I've even dug up some stuff as well while I've been doing it. Some bottles and yeah, interesting, and some old tools as well from whoever obviously had the plot years ago. So let's take you on that tour of the plot rather than me just keep talking on, and let's show you around. Let's enjoy. So we're at the front of my plot and this is where I grow all my flowers. In the springtime I had all spring bulbs in here and it looked absolutely fantastic, so I wanted to carry it on by growing more flowers in this bed. So I planted all gladioli and they've done fantastic this year, and I've grown marigolds from seed, which as you can see they look beautiful. And then I've grown lots more flowers and they've all done really well. I'm really impressed with how they've grown. But yeah, they're looking fantastic, as you can see. Nice purple ones. All the geraniums as well, which I've grown from seed as well. So I'm quite impressed with how everything's done. We're now entering my fruit patch area, and these are sunflowers what I've grown from seed. As you can see, the bee loves them. They're just leaning over from the storm what we had the other day. And these are all autumn raspberries. Now autumn raspberries do a lot better than the summer raspberries. They grow bigger and they taste fantastic. They're easier to maintain as well than the summer ones. So if you're looking at growing raspberries, autumn raspberries are the way to go. Now this is my plum tree. It's done absolutely brilliant this year. Obviously the wasps have enjoyed it as well, but we've now got to get off all the rotten fruit as we don't want to cause any disease on the tree. So that's my next job. I've also got a blueberry bush, what I planted last year, and that is doing fantastic. Those are ready for picking, as you can see. I've got some nice blueberries on there and they taste delicious. Look at the size of that one, that's huge. And then I've got my cooking apple tree. This has been here since I started the plot, and again that's done fantastic. I was surprised actually, because this year I gave it a really good chopping back and I didn't think I'd get much on it, but this year it's been a fantastic year for cooking apples. Some of them have got markings on them, but they should still be alright to eat. But yeah, I've been really impressed with this. This is my black bamboo. I planted that last year and that's starting to grow nicely. I've got to watch it though because I don't want it to take over, but it seems to be doing okay at the moment and I've got some nice shoots on it. Let's go down the side of my plot. This is another fruit patch area. Very awkward to get down. But we've got some nice big pears coming. Look at the size of them. They look delicious. I can't wait to be eating them. Hopefully I'll be picking them in September as they get ready. But yeah, and look at the size of my rhubarb. We shouldn't really be picking that now. I tend to leave it in August to die back naturally so that all the nutrients go back into the crown. But yeah, I might get some off of there actually. And a bit further down, I've got some eating apples. We've not got many on there this year for some reason. But yeah, we've got some on it. So I can't wait to be eating them ones. So yeah, I'm pleased with how it's all done my fruit this year. Certainly been a good year for fruit. So let's go down the other side of my plot. Here we have my lemon balm. That's used for in my drinks. I like the lemon balm taste and it's meant to be really good for you as well. So that's doing well. Down here are my sweet peas. They're finishing off now and dying off. I've got lots of seed pods on it, which I'm just waiting for them to go brown so that I can save the seeds and grow them all next year because they've done absolutely fantastic. If you follow me on Instagram, the Gardening with Ben, you'll see the photos of how well they have absolutely done. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of bindweed growing as well, so we need to rip that out once the sweet peas are dying off. I just want to let the seeds go brown first for picking. Look at them, they're getting ready. So yeah, they're looking good. Now this is where I've got all my potato plants. I've still got a row in down this side, along with the calendulas. I've grown them this year to add more colour to my plot, because if you don't have flowers, it's obviously not good for the bees, but it also adds a lot of colour to the plot as well, because it can be quite boring, just all the greens from the vegetables. So I've had gladiolus, they're all dying off now. So they're done, but they've done fantastic again. And I've got two main crops of potatoes in here, so I need to get them dug out as well. Again, lots of flowers down the side of my plot to add colour, calendulas everywhere. I planted those all over my plot to add plenty of colour to it as well. Here we've got some strawberry plants. These have sent out all the runners, so I've potted them up so that we can get some more plants so that I can fill all the gaps in between the plants. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how they're doing. We need to be getting those in the ground next month in September, so that's my job coming up. So I've also grown some more sunflowers this year, and this one, what's bending over, it needs fastening up, but it's going to be dying off soon anyway. This has got loads of heads on it, so I'm going to be getting some seeds from that to save to grow them next year, because I'm really impressed with them ones. And this one here is just popping its head out, and that's looking really good. And as you can see, I've got some runner beans growing up the stems as well. So yeah, they're doing well, so they need picking. My runner beans have done really well this year. And then we've got some pumpkin plants, but we don't seem to be getting many pumpkins on here at the moment. Oh, we've got one peeking through there. Don't know if you can see it. There we go. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some nice pumpkins. Here is my sweet corn. That should be getting ready to be picked soon. As you can see, the heads have gone black. I did open that one up to have a sneak peek to see what it were looking like, and that one is starting to go ripe, so we shall be picking that one soon. Here I've got a late crop of beetroot. I planted this in August to see if we get anything. They're all doing well, so fingers crossed we might still get some. Obviously we've got up until October, so we might be able to get some small little beetroot to eat as well, some baby beetroot, which will be delicious. And this is my earlier crop of beetroot, and some of it should be ready for picking now. So we'll have to have a sneak peek soon and see if we forget picking any. And as you can see, I've got some cabbages as well. They need picking as well. Some of them are starting to go to seed, but we've got plenty of cabbages to keep us going. And my cauliflower's gone to seed. I should have picked that a bit earlier, but I've left the flowers on for the bees and to enjoy. And it was also while I was building the new area as well, so that I can use my composting bins to pop them in. We've got lots and lots of kale. That's been delicious this year. I might not grow as much next year. I don't really need all that, but yeah, plenty of kale to be grown. Here we've got some leeks growing. They're doing pretty good. I need to get that area weeded, but the weeds do keep growing, unfortunately. And let's have a look what we've got here. Look at that pumpkin hiding away there. He's doing pretty good, growing well. So I need to get him on some wood to protect him from going rotten on the base. But yeah, it's all looking pretty good. And these are black cauliflowers. These were hidden away, but I've managed to get them uncovered, and we'll see if we get any growing on it. This is a later crop of sweet corn what planted, so it's running a bit later than usual, but fingers crossed we do get some delicious sweet corn growing on it again. I need to do some weeding. It's hard work keeping up with the weeds, but we've got some spring onions in between, and they're getting ready for bid picking. Look at them in between the weeds, you can probably see them. And here we have some sweets, I think they are, but they're hidden under the ground, but they should be ready for picking soon. Oh yeah, there we can see one growing. So yeah, let's go up to my new area, what I've been doing. If you've been following me, you'll be seeing that it's certainly been a tough job, and it still is a tough job. I've still got absolutely loads left to do, but this is a new little rockery area that I've done, and I've planted some heathers and some pansies and some bay leaves and some lavender, and it's all seemed to be taken at the moment. My mum put that little present there for me to scare me. They were on about burying it in the ground so that I'd dig it up and have to get archaeologists in to dig all the allotment over, but they left it on top as they didn't want to scare me. So yeah, has anybody else got anything on their plot what's like that? So yeah, it was a good little treat. So this area I'm going to be doing as well soon. I need to get all them stumps covered up so that they rot back and die as they're not needed. I'm going to get some fencing up along the edge to fasten it off, and also I'm going to get a lot of spring bulbs in this area to be growing for next year. So stay tuned for what spring bulbs I pick. This is my other area what I've been doing. I've never composted while I've been on the plot for 16 years, I know, shame on me, but I've put a composting bin with 3 sections in so that I can rot it down in a yearly basis, so I can fill one up, let it be rotting down while I fill the next one up, and obviously so on and so on. And I've purchased a little sign that says no trespassing, trespassers will be composted. I'll put the link for that in the description so that if anyone fancies it they can purchase it. And I've also put another skull there just to make it a bit more funny. So yeah, let's go down to the polytunnel. While I'm coming down, I've got a squash growing, look at that. First time I've grown them ones before, but yeah, that's looking good. I need to keep an eye on him, I don't want him to get eaten, but the vine's going forever. I thought it was a pumpkin at first, but no, it looks like it's a squash plant. So yeah, I'm pleased about that. So I'm now in the polytunnel. As you can see, I've got cucumbers growing. These are the Market Moore variety cucumbers. They do really well for growing, and I've stuck with that brand for years now, as I've had great success with them, and I still do have good success with them. So I've stuck to the brand that I always grow well with. And these are my tomato plants. As you can see, I've got a red cherry one there ready. They've been taking a long time to get ripe, but I think a lot of people have been struggling with that this year. So fingers crossed they do start to ripen up and get going. But we've got some yellow ones as well there, growing. And these ones are starting to turn ripe as well now. So fingers crossed everything starts coming along nicely. So yeah, let's have a look in the melon shed. So we're now in the melon shed. I've been quite disappointed with my melons. I was hoping for good success with them. But I've been getting plenty of flowers, but no melons, unfortunately. I've bought some paintbrushes to try and do them myself, but I don't think I'm going to get any melons. But it was worth a try, and for those that have been following me, this year has been a failure for melons, unfortunately. So yeah, fingers crossed, we'll try them again next year and see if we have some more success. As I've grown them before and I got really good melons on them, but we'll have to try again another year. So yeah, that's the melons. So that has been my tour of my allotment for the end of August. I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure you click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all my videos, what get posted. It's good to see so many followers on here and that they enjoy my videos as well. And also I've got my website link as well below to check out hints and tips of lots more stuff to do on the allotment. It's always good to share tips and advice with everybody. And I've also popped the sign link as well below for anybody that wants to purchase the sign from Amazon of where I got it from. So yeah, have a great day everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check out some of my other videos on here. And remember, keep gardening.